So today on my list of never-ending things that I never seem to get to, I'm like, oh yes, today I'll finally start my next brew of kombucha. It is the perfect thing that you won't have to wait for because it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to make. And especially as the weather warms up, I said, oh, I finally get to make my batch. I just haven't been able to measure out the water and do everything. So today's the day. And I'm really psyched. So I'm going to do this before the rest of my day kind of really starts because kombucha needs to cool down, etc. And if you've never made kombucha before, now would be a great time to homebrew. The only thing is you will need actual kombucha from the store. You can look online on how to start a SCOBY, a symbiotic colony of yeast, of bacteria and yeast is what SCOBY stands for, and that's good bacteria. Let's talk about some good bacteria for a hot second. So if you don't have that, you might not be able to make it unless you get to the store and get that. But I'm really psyched because you probably also have the other things in your pantry, which is another thing you can do is clean out that pantry. It's really disorganized. That's my pantry right there. It's very disorganized. And on the list is also to clean the oven without chemicals. When was the last time you actually cleaned your oven, right? So, but first up is the kombucha. So the things that you have in your pantry is sugar, and I bet you have black tea. You probably have some old bags of black tea that you have been hanging around. You know that brand that's in everybody's house, most likely. But I have here already measured out I use Assam black tea. Yes, it is organic. You need about 10 grams, which is just about a little over 1/6 of a cup, or you can just use 5 black tea bags. So again, this is if you do have a kombucha or a starter already. And then it just takes 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I have organic sugar here, and I know my little gallon looks kind of gnarly, but there it is. Those are my SCOBYs. Those are my mothers, as they call, and I have just enough liquid there to probably make my next batch. So it's imperative that I make the batch now because then I risk losing my SCOBYs and not having that mother tea, which is called mother tea, to make my next batch. So I'm super psyched that I finally get a chance to do this, as well as organize my pantry and clean my oven without chemicals. What are you guys doing right now to prepare, and or what are your go-to finally getting to things that you're doing? Let me know in the comments. Hope you're having a great day.